Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. It's Lindsay back with another jewelry unboxing tonight. If you're new to my channel, I'm a part-time reseller. I sell on YouTube, Poshmark, and also The Real, and I do bring new videos Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. I will be most likely dropping in a bonus video next week with another sterling sale. So when you subscribe, make sure you have your bell notification activated so you don't miss that. Thank you for watching my Goodwill Blue Box video on Monday. That was definitely a pretty rough box. I am planning on doing another America's Thrift Supply jewelry unboxing for Monday. So hopefully that one will be a bit better. And tonight I have a mixed jewelry box from Thredup. And I have not ordered one of these in quite a while. I'm just working through my stash of older boxes, but this one did come from Mechanicsburg, so I may not have had it for too long, but we'll see if there's an invoice in there. I will be offering items for sale during the video, so if you see anything that you'd like to purchase, just please send me an email. For a box like this, you can just include a brief description or a screenshot. I don't necessarily need a timestamp since there's not too many items that we're going to be going through. And I do my invoices through PayPal. You don't need a PayPal account to pay. You can check out as a guest using any credit or debit card. So let me go ahead and get this open and we'll take a look. You do get 15 items of curated mixed jewelry. And hopefully we have some name brand pieces in here or possibly some sterling. I ordered this one on May 14th of 2024. So this one is over a year old. The cost on these was $54 when I got it. They are now $60. And you are charged $9.99 shipping and tax. And Mechanicsburg does put everything into individual pouches usually. So we will count and make sure that we got 15, but here's a first look. We do have a nice cuff bracelet in there. And so that says no Cali, so possibly an exotic leather or something like that. And we got a really cool enamel bangle there. So very excited to see what's in here and what's been sitting around for over a year. I think we have some Kendra Scott as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 items, and it looks like we do have some promising pieces in this one. So let's go ahead and get started. And our first piece are some earrings, and these are absolutely gorgeous. They are like a blue topaz color, faceted stone in there. And really beautiful gold tone. Really nice kind of almost round shape. They just have a little bit of a point, but those are stunning. Let me see if there's any markings on these. So I'm going to just check and make sure that those are not vermeil. I don't have my magnet out here. So I'll put a price on the screen for those. And if there is any testing that needs to be done, I will insert that. But those are gorgeous. So very nice start. And next up, we have some earrings that are new on the card. And these are by the brand Marchesa, which is a designer brand. And these are very heavy and absolutely gorgeous. So really, really nice, super high quality. They are a post back. And I know someone mentioned what type of clips those are, but I forgot. They did come from Macy's. The original price was $98. And that must be the Marchesa Maker's Mark on the back, kind of a sunburst. So I will look up comps on those and put a price on the screen. But those are sensational. A really beautiful statement piece. clear rhinestones, and then just like a faint champagne color. But those are amazing. So really good item there. And next up we have some Kendra Scott. And these are a really pretty coral pink color. And I believe these are the L earring. And some of these are not marked because I think this is an older style. But you can definitely tell the quality. The Kendra Scott ones are nice and weighty, which these are. And I have gotten some of these that are not marked before. So I'm just going to look these up. But I'm definitely confident these are Kendra's. And they're in good shape. There is some, these are real stones. So you do see some kind of marks throughout. But I think that is all natural to the stone. So what a beautiful color. So I'll put info on the screen about those. And our next piece looks to be a bracelet. And this is J. Crew. So it's kind of like a watch band link. And then you do have the tortoise shell plastic. And this is in great condition. Really just minimal scratching. And then it does have the fold over clasp closure. And then marked J. Crew down in there. So this is really pretty. Would go with absolutely everything. A nice stacking piece or to wear on your wrist with your watch for a nice stack look. So that is coming in down to the bottom at 6 3/4. So really nice piece. Let's do $10 on the J. Crew. So that is a solid item. And our next piece is a pearl necklace. This one is also J. Crew. The J. Crew hang tag there. I probably have had this necklace before. It's got a small senorita clasp, a long necklace, and then these pearls, which might be glass. And then you do have the rhinestone stations. So a really nice layering necklace or just to wear on its own. And let me see if we're missing a stone here possibly. Nope, all the stones are there. There's one that might be a little bit darker color, but they are all present. So a really nice necklace. Let's do $12 on the J. Crew. That is a great item. And we have another branded piece here. This is marked O+P. I am not sure what that brand is. And it does have a beautiful pendant there. And I don't believe there's any markings on the pendant. So O+P and no other markings. So I assume that's gold tone. But I will look that up and see if I can find out what brand that is and put that on the screen. And our next item looks like it could be a Chico's or maybe White House Black Market. It's Chico's and it is brand new. Originally $60, a nice matte gold tone lobster clasp with a long extender. And then you do have a bead on the end. And it is on this brown leather cord and then comes down into these beautiful stones. So really cool. Another necklace that would be really nice for fall. That looks like a piece of amber. I'm sure it's not, just acrylic or something, but it's really pretty. So we'll do $12 on the Chico's, brand new with the tag. That is a great piece. And our next item, this looks like it could be J. Crew. And it is another J. Crew piece. I've sold this necklace a couple times already. A really chunky chain length necklace. There is no extender on that one. So if you need a measurement on anything, let me know. But this one is in great condition. We will do $10 on that one. And another necklace here. And this is Marc by Marc Jacobs. Really nice gold tone. This is another long necklace. Very simple. Just has the branding marks as stations. Even the ball there is marked. And then these enamel discs. So a lot of detail on this one. It does have some weight to it. Really nice quality. So I will look that one up and put a price on the screen. This is a great box so far. And next up we have a ring. And that is like a kind of amber colored faceted stone in there. And I believe it's gold tone. And I think this is just fashion. I'm not seeing any markings on it. But I will check it over, and I'm also going to have to put a size on the screen. I don't have my sizer out here, but I believe it's a 9. And unless there is a mark on the side here. No, I don't think so. I think that's just the pattern, but that's a really nice ring. So another excellent item. And our next piece are some earrings. And these are a beaded drop earring. Black. And these look like a J. Crew. They are. And they are marked J. Crew. So really nice. It looks like they're in very good condition. Just need a little bit of a wipe down. Let's do $6 on those. Those are a nice piece. And some more earrings here. And these don't have a back on them, so I guess they just kind of stick through the ear. They are a hoop with a nice pearl on there. And really nice. I don't see any markings on there. I will do a Google image search and put some info on the screen. But those are beautiful. And I do think those are real pearls. So super pretty. And next up we have some more earrings in here. And that was an empty bag from one of the other pieces. So I think this was just one item because I did count 15 bags. So we got these drop earrings here. I don't see any markings on them. But I will check and make sure they're not sterling. These kind of have the little stud, and then that pushes through and goes on the back of the ear. And then that's articulated. And it looks like those are in good condition. And then they threw in another that are similar style, and these are in gold tone. Really lightweight, but super pretty with the pave rhinestone little ball there. And then the single stud. And I believe all the stones are there. They're a similar style. So those are a good item. And next we have a clamper bracelet. This is weighty. It's gold tone and then has a really nice Tiffany blue enamel. And I believe that is a dark blue and then like a royal blue. And there is a little bit of scratching on the gold tone. And this one is Talbot's. So really nice. And it is a clamper. Let's see what size that one is. So that one is sitting in about 7.5, fully closed. We'll do $8 on the Talbots. That's a great piece. And our last item here, it does say no Cali on the bag. And this is definitely an exotic. Feels like a snake skin. And it is marked. Really cool designer looking closure here. So that lifts up and then it opens. This is genuine anaconda. Wow. And does that say Leolina? I am not familiar with that. But really nice leather back. There is some wear on the gold tone. Might be able to be polished up a little bit. But a really cool closure. And it's definitely secure. And the snakeskin feels nice. I don't really see a lot of flaking. Maybe just a little bit up there. But it definitely gives like an Hermes type of vibe. And this one's definitely on the smaller side, about a 6.5. Let me see if I can get this on. Yeah, so I would say a 6.5 max, or 6.25 even, because it's really chunky. And it's actually really simple to put on yourself, which is awesome. So I really like that. I will look up info on that, but as you can see, there is some scratching on the metal. But really not a big deal. I think it's still a fantastic piece. So this was an amazing box. Very happy with this one. I'm glad there was no issues with it, being that it sat around for over a year. It would be hard to dispute anything. So we had the amazing snakeskin cuff, the Talbot's cuff. We had these 2 pairs of earrings for number 3. 4, we had Marc by Marc Jacobs. 5, we had J. Crew. 6, the J. Crew earrings. 7, we had this really fun Chico's necklace. 8, we had this O plus P. Not sure about that one. 9, we had the Kendra Scott. 10, we had the beautiful ring. 11, we had the pearl hoops. 12, we had the Marchesa statement earrings. 13, we had these beautiful topaz colored drop earrings. 14, we had the J. Crew pearl necklace. Really nice station necklace. And then our 15th was the J. Crew bracelet. So I am thrilled with this box. There would definitely be a profit in here. It's hard to pick a favorite piece. I do love this designer cuff. The Marchesa earrings are absolutely stunning. Kendra Scott's always a winner, and I love getting J. Crew. So I am really pleased with this one. I'm going to continue working through my stash of older boxes before I order some new ones. And I definitely have probably about a dozen or so to still get through. Let me know what your thoughts were about this box and if you had a favorite piece. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back on Monday with most likely an America's Thrift Supply 5-pound jewelry bag. I'll be back another day next week with a sterling sale, and then I'm not sure what we'll do Thursday. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you back on Monday.